say play WFNC wherever you get your audio. Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez from the Ritchie Law Firm studio.
Ritchie Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
News Talk 640 WFNC.
Good morning, Carolina. Live from the Cumulus Broadcast Center here in Fayetteville. This is News Talk 640 WFNC and 103.5 HD2. I want to welcome you to the second hour of Good Morning Fayetteville. Full disclosure, you are up on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Thanks for the warning.
So I just want to make sure you're not over there doing something you're not supposed to be doing. This is Thursday, December 18th. I'm Gilbert Baez, a CBS 17 meteorologist. Rachel Dunsing says we're going to have clouds today, possibilities some showers throughout the day as well. High temperature will get up to 66 degrees. Right now, 44 degrees across the board. Anderson Creek, Fayetteville, and also at Fort Bragg. Headline news for you at this hour. The Lumbee tribe of Robeson County is just a presidential signature away from getting full federal recognition as a tribal nation. Authorities say a man convicted of a child sex crime more than 20 years ago in Harnett County has been indicted on 50 new child-related sex charges. Fayetteville police have arrested a habitual offender on multiple drug and weapon charges. Sweet Valley Ranch has awarded 7 Cumberland County organizations a total of $30,000 as part of its Gives Back program. And the Powerball jackpot has grown to $1.5 billion because nobody won last night's drawing. We'll have all those stories and more coming your way, but first, local news from CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. A child has died for the flu in western North Carolina, the first pediatric flu death of the year. Nationally, 280 children died from flu complications last season, the most since the 2009-10 H1N1 pandemic. Of those who died, 89% were not vaccinated. Half did not have an underlying medical condition. After more than 100 years, the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina is on the brink of securing federal recognition. The U.S. Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, and that includes the Lumbee Fairness Act. It now goes to the president for his signature. If he does sign it into law, it will make the Lumbee the largest tribe east of the Mississippi River. The U.S. Senate passed a spending bill to bring millions of dollars to Fort Bragg. The $901 billion National Defense Authorization Act sets aside almost $45 million. It'll pay for upgrades at Freedom Village, plus another $8 million for the Special Operations Forces Joint Intelligence Center. The bill is now heading to the president's desk. Fred and Anita Surgeon, the founders of Sweet Valley Ranch, are giving $30,000 in grants to 7 nonprofit organizations in Cumberland County. Every year they pick different nonprofits which address needs in the community, like youth programs and support for military families. Since 2021, the Surgeons and Sweet Valley Ranch have given away $300,000 to nonprofits in Cumberland County. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Good morning. It's 7:08 right now. Traffic. Everything's looking good, Gilbert. I do see a police officer on Bragg, and that would be about miles south of Shaw/Santa Fe. So that's the only place I suggest you slow down. I suggest that strongly. Back to you.
Okay, we got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59. And Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, you're doing a great job. Right now, 44 degrees in Fayetteville, Anderson Creek, and also in Vander. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but super sure. The seismic shift is coming. Super sure, coming soon.
Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2 WFNC.
Well, okay, take me to church.
Come, they told me
Remix.
Our newborn king to see. Our finest gifts we bring. To lay before the king.
Okay. Okay. I'm pulling it down. That's it. Okay, stop. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hey,
Yes.
Again, full disclosure, we are. This is a podcast, and so we're on my Facebook page and also YouTube.
Yes.
You really like YouTube, don't you?
I do. Because I like it. It's kind of comfortable just to sit in the chair,
Right.
Sip on some coffee. I do it in the evening, but I imagine people with no place to go,
Right.
that are retired,
Right.
I think that would be a nice way to wake up.
And you're going to be sipping on some coffee with these brand new mugs we got
Yes.
from Methodist University.
Yes. Thank you for the gift.
Right. That's Brad Johnson and his folks. You know, they come in and always have some great guests when they come down to talk about stuff. We were talking about healthcare last week. You know, they got the big arrangement with Cape Fear Valley Medical Center where they're going to start the medical school. But the point that Brad was making when he provided us two guests yesterday is the fact that they've been doing this for some time. And there's a lot of medical stuff that's going on at Methodist University that's good for our community. Same thing is true with Fayetteville State University, although, Chancellor, I didn't get a cup. Chancellor, FSU, where's the cup? What's going on? You know, and I was talking about it yesterday. I said, attitude check,
Broncos.
Bronco pride.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're messing that all up.
No, it was me.
That's how come we probably didn't get any cups.
My fault. My fault.
But that's all right. You know, Judge Sherry Saller Mack is a graduate of FSU, and so she got it straight with that,
Well,
that stuff
thank
yesterday.
thank you again, Brad.
Yes, we really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And you are going to put what in yours first of all? You already got your product placement there on camera.
This will be the first thing in the Methodist U. I love the color too. The green will be Swiss Miss.
Well, hold
Hot
on.
chocolate.
Hold on, let me bring you up by yourself. There you are. Product placement right there.
Yes.
Tish, I would check the kickbacks that Kenny's getting here.
Well,
Tish.
they haven't paid me yet, but I understand we're in negotiations.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
All right.
All right. The mayor's going to be walking in here anytime here. We do have some holiday closures. I mean, it's hard to believe. Christmas is next week. Are you ready? Ready or not, here it comes. Are you ready?
Not personally, but yeah. Let's get ready. We're playing Christmas music this morning.
That's good. Yeah, the Greek, I saw a note from the Greek said he didn't want to surprise us. All of a sudden, some of the buffer music is going to be Christmas songs.
Yes.
Yeah. You got more than that I can sing along with?
As long as you don't go bump, bump, bump.
That was a remix.
Okay.
All right. Hey, look, as far as the closures are concerned here for the holiday season here, let me just take you off camera because you're liable to do something in there that you ain't supposed to do. He's answering the phone right now. Fayetteville Police Department, fire stations, front lobby is going to be, the front lobby will be closed. But you can still call 911 and file your police reports and all that kind of stuff. You know, a lot of the stuff that is closed is pretty obvious. I think I'm not going to go through the whole thing here. Just enjoy Christmas Day and have the day off. And I'm happy to report that I will be off on Christmas Day. Kenny Hitman McLean will be off as well. And we are also off on the 26th as well. And then New Year's Eve. I took New Year's Eve off as a holiday for me because I'm playing up at Hugger Muggers. And Kenny, like you got some information that we got to know here?
Excuse me, I was with a listener on the phone. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you had breaking news, the way you were grabbing at your headphones and everything.
Oh, I was looking for my pen, but I'm going to get back to the listener.
Okay.
He's got some interest. Actually, he had a little traffic update with police on Cliffdale, but he has a story, too, I want to talk to him about.
But give folks the number that they can call, because the Greek always would say that if you see something out there, call.
Yes, good point. Of course, that's 910-864-6400, just like the frequency.
Right, and for those of you who've only heard Kenny Hitman McLean, now you're seeing him full screen right there. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get back to work.
I could patch him in, but I'll just talk to him.
Yeah, you figure that thing out there while we're doing that. We're waiting for the mayor to come up in here. There are still a few toy drives and things like that are going on, and just a lot of things that are going to be happening coming up, not only for Christmas but for New Year's Eve as well. and we'll be talking to some of the folks about that. The other thing I'm trying to do is reach out to all the folks who have filed for office. We're going to have one of the sheriff's candidates in come Monday, and I still have to reach out to a couple more because I gave Troy McDuffie a chance to talk, and the sitting sheriff will be coming in as well. So we're going to get some of the candidates to give a spiel. Tomorrow is actually the deadline. It ends at noon. If you're thinking about running for office here in Cumberland County, you have until tomorrow at noon to figure it out and throw your hat in the ring. If you don't throw it in, then that means that's it. And so anybody who's not opposed right now, and no one files to run against them, will be running unopposed, which means they will be automatically reelected. So I got my list here, and I'm going to be going down some of the folks who I need to talk to, especially at the local level, with the judges, as far as the judges are concerned, and the sheriffs. Let's see who all the folks that I've talked to so far. We got a little reaching out to do, and we're going to do that, get some folks on here next week before we shut the operation down on Christmas Day and the day after. I got a pretty good list here. You back and finished talking with the client?
Oh, yeah. It was a listener, thanks to Steve Anderson, who passed along some police over by Cliffdale. Just a friendly reminder, they're over by the high school. And he told me a little story about how he had a CB radio back in the day, before, of course, obviously cell phones. We did it the hard way. But if you had a CB radio, the truckers would use it. And apparently he talked about how, at first, they were given permission later on from the State Highway Patrol or whoever was in charge that actually gave them, they said, thank you for doing this as a service, just to remind everybody. Kind of like how we got permission.
Right. It says breaker 19. That's how we used to remember trucker breaker. You do you have a handle?
I do believe that I'm talking about the new police chief here. This came in and blessed us.
Roberta Bryant. Yes, she did. But I'm just talking about when you're talking about CBs. Kids don't know what CBs are.
Oh yeah.
If you back in the day, you didn't have a cell phone in your car. You had a CB radio.
That's right.
And so you had to get on the mic. Breaker 19, so and so and so and so. Yeah. We're telling our age.
Oh, I had a CB. You had it up on a spring and a big tall thing.
And you had to have an antenna come off the back of your car?
Big antenna, and the spring was
on
the
what was your handle? See, people said to me, I remember the first time they said, what's your handle? I said, what do you mean handle? What am I looking for? You know what I mean when somebody says, what's your handle is?
Handsome Devil.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I was cocky. I was young.
It was Handsome Devil was your thing?
Yeah.
That was your handle?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have used
Go on, get on with the show. The mayor's coming.
Where's the mayor? He's coming in here. You know what my handle was? 123 Cool Bush Ski. You don't believe me? I mean, I had one of those big old Afro things in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So 123, the original Cool Bush Ski.
I just can't hear you talking trucker like.
Yeah, I did. Breaker 19, 123 Cool Bush Ski. As a matter of fact, I had graffiti. We used to spray paint the walls. Mm-hmm. I'm at the mayor. Come on in, because I want to know what your handle is. I know the mayor had a handle when he was a CBer.
Yeah, I actually went a little bit further than CB. I actually had a ham license, one of the earliest kids. And check this out. I'm gonna spell Mitch in Morse code. I know Morse code.
Okay. Well, Mitch, we got the mayor just joining us here. Hold it.
You want Mitch? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we were talking about the kids don't understand. Let me see. Let me pull the mayor up here. Where are you? There you go.
He's got a new toy.
I see. Wait. Here's the mayor right there. Hey, Mr. Mayor, you're on Facebook Live and you're on YouTube, our channel. We're podcasting the radio show.
Okay.
So it gives you a chance. I've got 77,000 followers on Facebook page and a lot of folks. So
good morning.
Good morning. It is a good morning. But we were talking about back in the 70s where we didn't have cell phones. We had CBs in the cars. You're not old enough to remember any of that, are you?
I remember the CBs, but not old enough to talk on it, no.
Well, okay. I'm not going to hold you to feet to the water here because
all right,
we all had
Breaker 19. I remember that.
There you go. And we had handles. My handle was 123 Cool Bush Ski. That's all right. But that's all right.
123 Cool Bush.
Yeah. I had the big afro back.
Oh.
So, Mr. Mayor, it's good to have you here.
Good to see you, man. I missed you last week.
Yeah, I was out, man. I was down on the count. But your brother, he's up for re-election.
Yep.
And he's right now doesn't look like he's opposed.
Well, that would be good. He's done a great job. He's brought back some legislation, so it's pretty unprecedented for a freshman legislature.
Well, and I've got the list of folks here. Tomorrow's the last day for people to file, and firsthand.
Don't count it out to the last minute.
The last minute here.
Yeah.
But we got several people running for sheriff.
Yeah.
And county commissioner. Mm-hmm. And I've had some of those folks in here. And I've got to give equal time to folks as they come in here. But it's good to have you in here.
Well, it's good not to be on the ballot.
Yeah. Well, you had your time. What is that like, not being on the ballot?
Relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, because it is. What is that like?
I mean, it's a process. I mean, it's a mental and physically challenging to run for public office. So God bless everybody who threw their hat in the ring.
Well, and it becomes a family affair, I think, in terms of volunteers. A lot of people don't understand the mechanics of running for office. Yeah. In terms of the amount of time that's invested, the amount of doors you have to knock on. Right. Give us a sense of that, because you're unprecedented. You've been elected 5 terms here.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a family affair. So you have to make sure your family's on board, because you're not only committing yourself, but you're committing them as well, because they've got to endure the good and bad and ugly that's said about you and brought up during the campaign. They've got to get out and volunteer and pass out things, and sometimes it's just you. I mean, when there are events to go to, you just you have to roll up your sleeves and get it done. And so it is a commitment. This is going to be a quick sprint for 90 days. It'll go by pretty quickly. So people who don't really have the infrastructure set up will have a lot of work to do to do that. And it requires money, and that's the other thing, that it's a financial commitment.
I was talking. I had Greg West in. Yeah. He's a longtime school board person, and he decided he wasn't going to run for school board anymore. Mm-hmm. And the way he convinced himself that he wasn't going to do that. Yeah. All the signs he had in storage, he threw the signs
that's
away.
That's the sign right there.
Is that's normally the sign? Yeah. Now, do you have your signs?
I do have my signs, and I had threw some away as I was deciding, and okay, I held back a few.
All right, well, stand by over here for a second, and we're gonna come back to the mayor here in just a few seconds here. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. Right now, traffic.
Right now, everything's looking great. I see a Smokey at Cliffdale and Bragg. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on rolling. That's CB Talk. Come on. Here's Rachel Dunsing about the rain.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59. And Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel Dunsing, you're doing a great job. I give you a raise. 44 degrees right now, Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and Fort Bragg. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
Want to make the holidays even more special? Give the gift of honey baked ham to your employees or clients this year. It's a beautiful and distinctive gift that's guaranteed to make the moment memorable. Order your gift from either location, Fayetteville or Aberdeen. Honey baked ham.
This is Greg West. For 24 years, you've known me as your representative on the Cumberland County Board of Education, working alongside parents, teachers, and taxpayers to do what's right for our kids and our community. Now, I'm running to be your at-large county commissioner. My focus is clear: strong schools, reliable water and sewer infrastructure, a growing workforce pipeline, and keeping our tax burden low. Let's build what matters for Cumberland County. This is Greg West, and I'd appreciate your support and your vote.
Paid for by elect Greg West.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people. But it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now, and MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, They'll waive your application fee, so you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 31st, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Kick off the holiday season with the perfect gift for the soccer fan in your life. Head over to store.ussoccer.com and explore a wide range of official U.S. soccer gear and merch. Whether you're decking the halls or hitting the field, we've got you covered. Show your true colors and share the excitement of U.S. soccer this season. Visit store.ussoccer.com today and score big with your holiday shopping.
Do you have uninvited guests crawling, flying, scurrying around your house? Don't panic. Call Master Exterminators. Family-owned and fearlessly fighting pests since the 1950s. From ants in your pantry to roaches doing the cha-cha under your fridge. They've seen it all, and they've stopped it all. Call Master Exterminators today to schedule your service. 910-425-1465. And check them out online, masterexterminators.com. Master Exterminators. When they arrive, no pests survive.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC.
Walking in the winter wonderland. I can sing along with just about any Christmas song that you bring up. You know,
That's pretty good.
I do what I can. You've seen me in karaoke action,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Mayor, so you know that
I
what the
know.
deal is. In case you're just joining us, the man on the screen right here, because we're on Facebook Live and YouTube, is the Fayetteville Mayor Mitch Colvin. And we were just talking during the break about how big a deal it is if the president goes ahead and signs that defense bill that gives full recognition to the Lumbee tribe as a national tribe and tribal organization. Your thoughts about that happening just south of us here?
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal, and congratulations to the Lumbee tribe. You know, I've got friends that are members of the tribe that have worked real hard at this over the last several years, and I think this has been almost a century-long fight for recognition. But you know, yesterday was unprecedented. I think the impacts that this could have in our region are huge. With you know, the ability to have casinos and some of the things that these Indian tribes do, the impact, economic impact, and some of the resources that they bring in for workforce. You know, we have a number of members of the Lumbee tribe that are work at the city, do a great job in our economic development and our strategic planning areas, and so. This is big for our community, you know, and you have a number of Lumbees that live here in Cumberland County. So regionally, this is a big deal.
You know, and there's a lot of talk about casinos and that potential there, but this is even bigger than that because in terms of it bringing federal dollars into the tribe for health care,
right,
for education, and a lot of things that they've been fighting for, like you said, for about a century. And we've been pretty close here because President Obama and Joe Biden have also, you know, been in favor of recognition. It's been, I don't know if it's the Coharie or the Cherokee.
The Cherokee, yeah.
Cherokee has been saying, no, this is going to take away. But there's plenty of room for everybody.
Well, you know, you got to look at it now. There's maybe $50 billion or so of federal dollars annually that goes to Native American tribes, federally recognized tribes, and so the Lumbees have a huge population that is if it's broken up in the share based on population, that's a huge chunk that'll go to them. But it comes to our region, like you said, there's new dollars coming into Robeson, Cumberland, and Hope counties.
Well, and that's just knocking on the door for us too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just south of us here in Robeson County, so I'm sure there will be a big to-do when the president decides to sign the bill, and there'll be probably some representation from this area up in D.C.
I'm sure
when that happens. I'm sure there are folks up there now. I saw a lot of tears.
Oh yeah. It was a big deal. You know, I've got good friends I've had probably 20 plus years that were up there yesterday celebrating. So congratulations.
All right, so we have other things happening in the city right now. That we got Kwanzaa celebration coming up on December 27th. There's a lot of holiday-related things happening, and there's a lot of light shows.
Yeah, I mean, Segra, man, the lights that are on display at Segra, if you haven't had an opportunity to see it, you need to go and see that. It's a great display. And then, too, you know, I know we're getting ready for the holidays, but we can't stop and not recognize the good work that happened the other day from a federal decision for Attorney General Jeff Jackson that obtained a judgment to bring the $18 million that was promised to our community from FEMA so that we can complete our bridge infrastructure projects. That's a big deal. He won that lawsuit, and so hopefully those dollars can flow in, and projects that we've already invested in and started will be complete at the Russell Street Bridge and Person Street Bridge.
Well, I mean, what happens with in terms of you get the recognition, it happens, but how much time does it take before the dollars actually trickle in?
You talking for the Lumbees or for Jeff Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah.
So, I'm not sure about the appeal process. I spoke to him the day after the judgment was won, or that evening, to congratulate him. I'll probably talk to him later today and understand if there's an appeal process, or if this means that the dollars are expected to come. And so, hopefully it won't be prolonged, but it seemed like a pretty quick result. He was here in October. He got the favorable judgment not too long ago, and so hopefully those dollars will make it into our community.
We have the bridge down on Russell Street that is in need of repair. I was out there when that thing was burning.
Yeah.
That didn't have anything to do with a disaster or anything.
Right.
There was a gas line or something that started burning underneath there.
It was, but it was a compounding problem. The bridge was in disrepair. It needed to be repaired, and then that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And it was just a safe environment, and it's a major artery that connects the east part of the community to the downtown area, and it's been closed for a little over a year or two. So it's time to get it back open, and the city had started the process, and now we just need these federal dollars to complete it.
All right, and we're getting ready to head into the holiday season here. Mr. Mayor, what do you want to tell the citizens of Fayetteville?
Well, to just enjoy yourself, make sure that we know what the true meaning of the season is. A lot of times we get caught in the Christmas gifts and what we get or what we didn't get. But just remember us to be thankful, spend time with our families, to make sure that we're safe, that we have a community that we all love and must protect. And so make good decisions this holiday season. Make sure that if you plan to indulge and have anything to drink, to make sure that you do it responsibly and have alternative transportation. We don't need Chief Roberto Bryant out here causing any implications on your holiday season, but make good decisions and let's spend time with our family.
And full disclosure here, next Thursday, that's Christmas.
Hard to believe, man.
Yeah.
So
you
the
and I will
last
not
minute
be
guy
here.
like myself,
Yeah.
I've got to get it together.
Well, we won't be here next week.
Oh, yeah. So you're kicking me out on Christmas?
I will be at the house. As a matter of fact, I've got kids coming over. I've got to start cooking. And so that's going to happen.
How many kids you have? You'll start cooking tonight.
I got 15 grand. But here's the thing. So we won't be here next week. And then I'm off on Friday as well. And then the week after that is New Year's Day. We won't be here.
So I won't see you for a couple of weeks.
Next year. You won't see me till next year. I'm going to make sure of it. Okay. So in any event, we're going to be taking a little hiatus here.
Yeah.
And okay, Kenny, our producer, is giving us different hand signs and everything.
It was 2, now it's 1 minute.
That's 1. Well, we're getting ready to wrap it up right now here. Mr. Mayor, it's good seeing you. And the fact that you've won the election and everything means that you will be here every Thursday.
Yeah.
And after tomorrow, depending on what the schedule is and who's thrown the hat in the ring, other people who've been coming on the show will be allowed to come back as well, because we're dealing with some equal time stuff.
All right. Look forward to talking to you. And the City Council will be back in session the 6th of January. So look forward to getting to work with the new group.
All right. Thank you so much. Mayor Mitch Goldman, we appreciate you. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got a local news right now with CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. A child has died from the flu in western North Carolina, the first pediatric flu death of the year. Nationally, 280 children died from flu complications last season, the most since the 2009-10 H1N1 pandemic. Of those who died, 89% were not vaccinated. Half did not have an underlying medical condition. After more than 100 years, the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina is on the brink of securing federal recognition. The U.S. Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, and that includes the Lumbee Fairness Act. It now goes to the president for his signature. If he does sign it into law, it will make the Lumbee the largest tribe east of the Mississippi River. The U.S. Senate passed a spending bill to bring millions of dollars to Fort Bragg. The $901 billion National Defense Authorization Act sets aside almost $45 million. It'll pay for upgrades at Freedom Village, plus another $8 million for the Special Operations Forces Joint Intelligence Center. The bill is now heading to the president's desk. Fred and Anita Surgeon, the founders of Sweet Valley Ranch, are giving $30,000 in grants to 7 nonprofit organizations in Cumberland County. Every year they pick different nonprofits which address needs in the community, like youth programs and support for military families. Since 2021, the Surgeons and Sweet Valley Ranch have given away $300,000 to nonprofits in Cumberland County. From the CBS 17 Newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Good morning. Right now, traffic at 7:35. We're just moving and grooving. It's been a lovely Thursday morning. No need to expound on that. Back to you, sir.
All right, we've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59. And Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, you're doing a great job. It's 44 degrees right now in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also at Fort Bragg. You're listening to News Talk 640 or WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get 500 points for logging in to the Lowe's app for the first time. Take advantage of all your pro benefits today. Valid 12/1/25 to 1/7/26. Offer valid for first login only. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/terms for more details.
Cumberland County's hometown news and information source. News Talk 640 WFNC. Say play WFNC wherever you get your audio.
At Fort Bragg Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back. Every day, we offer better loan and deposit rates, lower fees, and our exclusive loyalty dividend rewards you for keeping your business with us. Since 2018, we've returned nearly $6 million in loyalty dividends to our account holders. At Fort Bragg Federal Credit Union, the more you save and borrow, the more you earn. It's that simple. Best of all, you can open an account. Call 1-800-79-FB-FCU or visit FortBraggFCU.org today. Fort Bragg Federal Credit Union. Exceptional value, unmatched service, better banking, all the time.
Hey there, this is Pastor Christopher Fletcher from Manna Church in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. In the midst of a busy season, I want to invite you to pause and join us for our Christmas Eve candlelight service featuring our Children's Angel Choir and a live nativity. It's a moment to slow down, worship, and remember the hope that Jesus brings. Celebrate Christmas with us at Manna Church. We have 6 locations in the Fayetteville-Fort Bragg area. You can find details and service times in our website, manna.church. Merry Christmas and God bless.
It's getting chilly in the Carolinas. If your heat isn't cutting it, don't wait. Call Bass Air Conditioning and Heating now. For a limited time, get a system check for just $59. Or check out our low monthly payment options and huge rebates on new HVAC systems. Free estimates, second opinions, and fast installs from the team trusted for over 70 years. When you're cold or sweaty, call Bass. We're ready.
Bass Air Conditioning. We're your comfort guys.
Kick off the holiday season with the perfect gift for the soccer fan in your life. Head over to store.ussoccer.com and explore a wide range of official U.S. soccer gear and merch. Whether you're decking the halls or hitting the field, we've got you covered. Show your true colors and share the excitement of U.S. soccer this season. Visit store.ussoccer.com today and score big with your holiday shopping.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people. But it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now, and MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing, and if you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, They'll waive your application fee, so you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 31st, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez. On WFNC, News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads, WFNC.
Kenny, what song is that?
That would be Silent Night, but an older version from a guy from the 60s, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap with Young Girl.
Silent night, holy night, all is quiet.
I like the Temptations version.
I thought we were trying to wake people up.
Yeah.
this is lullaby music.
Jeez.
All right, I'll get on it.
All right,
Come on, guys. Jeez.
There we go.
All right.
Now, Kenny is the producer extraordinaire. He's liable to pull anything out of the hat at any moment.
Oh, don't get me started with the shaking. But yeah, this is a little bit more
What
uplifting.
happened? Where's the Shake Shack song?
Oh, I can do it, but I don't want to because it's Christmas, my friend.
It is Christmas. We're all in the spirit. I'll take it.
Captain Stephen Shake Shack, you brought your boss here with me. We all have to straighten up. We got police. The police. We
now
got
you're
the
trying to
police
make him a
chief.
police chief.
Do not want that job.
Chief Kevin Dove, how are you, sir?
Good. Good to be here.
You know, a lot of folks don't know, and on Thursdays when you and I are talking, Chief is always texting you. So we said, bring him. Just bring him.
Bring him on down.
Yeah, but this is a busy time for the city of Fayetteville. Chief, we appreciate you coming out and spending some time with us on the radio.
Glad I could be here. I was starting to get a complex because I've been invited to talk with your two predecessors, so I was wondering when you were going to give me a call.
Well, you know me. I'm slow, but I'm effective. But it's good to have you. Good to have you here. This is the special time of year. We were just talking about this during the break, where the next 10 days or so, you guys could be busy. Or you can be just merry. And you hope to be merry. What's going to happen here in the next 10 days, Chief, that you're concerned with?
Well, I hope we're merry, but it's we're going to be busy. Things are going to happen. We just want people to be safe and enjoy the holidays. So there's so many facets to that. Not only safety at your home, but safety to and from your Christmas parties and your work events and things like that. And if you are at those parties and you have a few too many cocktails or whatever, make sure you get a ride home because you don't want to spend the Christmas day in the hospital or in the mortuary.
What do you see during this time of the year? What's the biggest mistake folks make?
The largest thing we see is obviously cooking incidents is the number one cause year round. It increases during any time of celebration season. You'll see that, but you also see an uptick, like he said, in those vehicle accidents. Everybody's out doing their shopping, so there's more traffic on the roads, people walking. So there's a lot of more potential for things to happen when more people are congregating in areas.
We were talking about Christmas trees as well. Give us a spill on that because we're at the point right now. People have the trees. They're in. What should be happening?
Well, we're also, the trees are about 30 days old now, or actually more than that since they've been cut. So they're really getting dry. You're starting to see the little needles falling off, and that's a sign. If you see more needles on your carpet in the morning time, you know that tree's starting to dry out, and you really need to get some water in it and to get it through the holidays.
Well, and that's the key. Most kids would say, "God, we can't just throw our tree out. Santa hasn't come yet," but you got to weigh some thought here in terms of what you have. Here.
Well, my wife is to blame for this too, and she's going to be mad at me, but people are pushing the Christmas holiday back to the first part of November now, and that's extending these trees' life, and it gets really close at the end.
Chief, you make a good point because my wife Doris, we set the tree up November 1st or so.
Yeah, used to you go out after Thanksgiving and cut the tree and get the tree, and you had a good 30 days worth of time. But now we're pushing it back, so that's one thing we have to pay attention to also.
Well, even worse than that, there's some folks who just take the tree and wrap it and put it in another room and save it for next year. Now, not have you ever heard of that? I mean, not a live tree.
Not a live tree.
I'm talking about just a
lot of people build Christmas closets and they just push everything in there, decorated, and off they go.
And just bring it back. Especially, if you're empty nester, kids are gone, got extra room. Why go through all that? And I tell you, it's pretty elaborate what my wife does in terms of putting these things in. We go up to Smithfield Pottery and you pick out 5 of these and 6 of these and you put it in there. And she gets a ladder because she can't reach the top. Next thing I know, I'm putting up ribbon that I didn't think I was going to put enough. But it is a chore. Beautiful time of the year.
Yep.
What about I went by Station 2. It's lit up. What's going on? You got a contest or something going on?
Yeah, so a holiday in a fire station is a very special time, especially for folks like me who, my family's all 600 miles away. So the fire station is my family. And we have a special time at all the stations where our families can come and join us for that holiday. And what we wanted to do was inspire a little Christmas spirit in the whole community. So we have a little bit of a contest going on. Not all the stations, but several of the stations are competing against each other in our second annual Christmas decorations contest. So you'll see that posted on social media next week for voting by the public on which station has the best decorated house.
Now, which stations are involved right now? Because like I said, I went by Station 2 up in Haymont.
And 2's the defending champions. They won last year.
Is that right?
And I can tell you, I've already spoke to the folks at 6, and their goal is to take down the champions this year with their holiday spirit over there at 6.
16 on Cedar Creek Road, they're giving them a go too.
Station 9 out there at Bonnie Doon or Santa Fe and Bonanza, the old Bonnie Doon fire station. They're geared up. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. And we need everybody to know this is these lights and decorations are not being bought by tax dollars. They're what the guys are bringing in, and they have to be the UL list. The same thing we tell all of our listeners, we tell our folks at the fire stations. They have to be safe and compliant.
Well, and you make an interesting point because just like school teachers buy a lot of stuff out of their pockets. That's what's happening right now. These guys got a lot of pride in what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, firefighters don't like to lose, so when you make it a contest, they take it to another level.
Yeah, and so you do either of you? Both of you got to remember Inman Circle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean you're talking about a different level.
Yeah.
What was the deal going on there? I mean, there were families.
Just neighborhood pride. That was in the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
And you would be lined up down Camden Road trying to get in there.
Yeah. I mean, a mile length just to get one peak.
Yeah.
And there were families that started in October, I think, putting their stuff out there.
Yeah, Arnett Park doesn't have anything on Inman Circle back in the day. That place was crazy.
Yeah.
It's a little mini Christmas Town, USA, like our own little one here in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Well, you got Arnett Park. You also have Segra Stadium.
Yep.
And Sweet Valley Ranch that have light shows that you can go out and be a part of. Do you guys have to go out and inspect those places because of the lights?
Our fire marshal's office does work with folks if they set up tents for, hot chocolate and things like that. That's when our fire marshal's office gets involved.
What about you got 1 million lights. You guys checking the electricity? I mean, 2 million, I think, is what Segra Stadium says they've got set up.
So Segra is an occupancy, right? So they have certain rules, but when we're getting outdoor spaces, we're not looking until it's becoming an occupancy level, right? Yeah. That's when we come in, when statute has us come in to when they put up tents and things like that.
Right. So Sweet Valley Ranch, it's just all out in the open. Arnett Park's all out in the open. You just drive through. So there's no.
Yeah, we're more than happy to work with them to give them tips and helpful information on safety and proper ways to do things, but.
And Arnett Park's been doing this they're no rookies. They've been doing this for a long time.
They actually borrow our USAR generator to help make all those lights.
And the thing about it is they start, I think, in October, starting to bring everything out. And a lot of folks don't understand that when you see these displays, there's an awful lot of hard work that goes into them. So hopefully people will enjoy them. What's on tap for you guys in terms of New Year's? How does that work for the fire department in terms of rotation, people on, people off?
Well, it is it's a busy time, we know, but we do have our staffing rules. So we allow our number of 12 off every day per shift, and that goes by seniority. So a lot of the older the folks with tenure are getting those days off, and now a lot of times the new guys with the young kids, they'll help them out and work with them, but we try to be as flexible as we can. But at the end of the day, we have to have adequate staff on fire trucks, and everybody knows that. That's part of the job. But one good thing about us is we allow the families to come up. So if you are working on Christmas Day, your family comes up and they have a meal and they play with the toys together, and you know.
Well, you know, I had a lot of seniority when I was on Channel 11, Channel 5, but I also don't have what I call Christmas tree babies anymore.
Yep.
And so when that happens, you know, you got young reporters, and I guess the same is true with firefighters, that some of the older guys will say, I'll work on Christmas Day, you go home, stay home. Is that the feel that you get sometimes?
And even when I was a young firefighter and I was single and had no kids, I would tell somebody with kids, hey, let's do a shift trade. You take 2 hours off Christmas morning and enjoy Christmas morning with your kid and come in 2 hours later or something like that. A lot of folks are doing that kind of thing to help each other out.
You know, for me, the way the holidays work, I think Christmas is like 6 a.m. to noon. And then Thanksgiving was like noon to 6, and then New Year's Eve is 6 to midnight. That make kind of sense in terms of where people
and
are.
we'll be downtown for Fayetteville's New Year's celebration down at Festival Park. We'll have some staffing down there to make sure everybody's staying safe. They'll be working that event as well. So I'll be down there, and we look forward to seeing everybody celebrating the New Year.
I'll be working for that too.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think that's the part that people forget is that some of these jobs. I don't care what the holiday is, you got to be there.
Yep.
And it's just innate, and you just say, that's where we're at. We're going to be there.
Yep.
And you don't make a big deal out of it.
No, our families know.
They kind of go along with the flow of what's happening.
And you'll always notice when a firefighter or a police officer retires, you'll always notice us recognizing their families because they make just as many sacrifices as our firefighters. The families are sacrificing their time with that person as well.
You know, the same thing is true with our soldiers.
Yep.
You know, if someone gets deployed or whatever they might be, the family's impacted by the selfless service of what happens here. Last bit of advice for folks as we get ready to head into 2026.
Biggest thing is we're wrapping up this holiday season. Remember those Christmas trees once the holiday is over. Obviously, we're keeping them watered now, but once it's over, get them out of the house, get them away from the house. The city does have a program where they pick up and recycle those Christmas trees for the Parks and Recreation folks. So get online, check out those resources, and then obviously going into New Year's. If you're enjoying the New Year's holiday, there are plenty of options out there to get you home safe that isn't yourself driving when you shouldn't be.
You know, we got a couple more seconds here, and this is not. I always get Station 5 confused because Station 5, Cumberland Road, Station 5, and then there's the city Station 5 as well.
Yep.
And this toy drive is. You remember Zion Gibbs?
Yes.
He was killed. His mother, Myra, has the toy drive. And I was standing outside of Station 5. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. And I was standing outside of Station 5, and the firefighters came out and said, I'm getting ready to do a live report here about the toy drive. And they said, Gilbert, you're at the wrong Station 5.
Yeah.
Because this one's on Cumberland Road.
It's right down the street.
Yes.
It's like a mile and a half down the road.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And so the reason I just even bring that up is the fact that you guys do a lot in the community beyond just putting somebody's fire out. And when the community needs you and you want to make a drive, or, for example, when we had the Air Angels, here we had our first responders there. And I just saw Valerie Simone posted something that they're having another event in Wilmington surrounding that. And apparently the documentary has been picked up and given some type of award. So it's pretty neat to see what you guys did as first responders out with Hurricane Helene. So thank you. All right, I'm getting signals. Kenny, I'm gonna bring you up. You're up now. What is your hand signs here? What is this?
Well, I got the gang sign, but then I've got the 1 minute left.
1 minute, right?
So, we go 2, we got 5.
That's 5 minutes.
And then sometimes I just go a little nuts.
When he starts doing like this, I don't know what that is.
We got to pay the bills, get them.
This is the sign for 30 seconds.
No, this is the sign for 30.
All right. Well, I just told you I can't
No,
do signs.
this is 30. This is 15. Okay.
All right, 15 seconds,
All right.
Gilbert.
Hey, Chief, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
We will not see you next week because it's Christmas. I won't be here. Then if you can come and knock on the door.
Well, I think I'm not scheduled again until New Year's, and you won't be here then either. So
No, I won't be here.
Yeah, we'll take a couple of weeks off.
All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC.
Yes, sir. We're going to take a look at traffic. Well, right now it's actually kind of slow. So I'm taking a look at the weather and the radar, and we're going to find out now with Laura, and also Rachel Dunsing is in with Fayetteville's most dependable forecast. Rain's coming.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59, and Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Hey, Rachel, thank you. Right now we've got 45 degrees, Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also in Bund Level. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC.
Want to make the holidays even more special? Give the gift of Honey Baked Ham to your employees or clients this year. Honey Baked Ham offers special business pricing to fit any budget. Order your gift today. Either location, Fayetteville or Aberdeen. Honey Baked Ham.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
'Tis the season to save, and Mr. Big Volume at Fayetteville Kia is boosting your holiday spending with no payment December. You heard that right. We could all use a little relief on holiday bills, and we're making it easier than ever to drive away in a brand new Kia from Fayetteville Kia with no payments until 2026. Huge selection? You bet. Special low financing? Absolutely. Fayetteville Kia? Yes. No payments for 90 days. Plus, every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Selection is at its best. Test drive the new Kia K4, Telluride, Sorento, and EV6. Come experience the difference during the Kia Season of New Traditions sales event. Only at Fayetteville Kia on the big corner of Skybo and Cliffdale Roads. Shop anytime at FayettevilleKia.com. 90-day deferral of new Kia K4s in stock in lieu of all rebates and incentives for well-qualified buyers with approved credit through KMF. See dealer for details. Expires 12/31/25.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Etta James, what is Etta doing there? She's singing Santa Baby.
Santa baby,
Well,
a 54 convertible to light blue.
singer sang that Friday night. Tuesday night.
Is that right?
Yes. And did a fine job. Etta James.
Yes.
Santa Baby. Hey, look, we're going to get ready to get into the third hour of Good Morning Fayetteville. And do you have any other microphone on in here?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. But
Yeah.
no,
At the
I don't.
top of the hour here, we got national news.
Emotional, it may bring part.
Serving Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and the entire Cape Fear region. This is News Talk 640 WFNC Fayetteville and WRCQ HD2 Dunn, a Cumulus media station.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Are you ready for it?
We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen.
President Trump's prediction in a speech to the nation from the Oval Office that touched on everything from the economy to immigration to housing.
In the new year, I will announce some of the most aggressive housing reform plans in American history.
CBS News Chief Washington analyst Robert Costa.
It's not only a strategy, it's a reaction. Think about what the Democrats did in those recent elections in Virginia, New Jersey, New York City with Zohran Mamdani, talking about the issue of affordability. And President Trump believes his record, especially in using tariffs and trade policy to affect the economy, have been successful.
The president also announced plans for a $1,776 warrior dividend for some military members. Robin Michelle Reiner's son has made his first court appearance in their murders. CBS's Jonathan Bigliotti has details from Los Angeles.
Nick Reiner did not yet enter a plea. He is due back in court January 7th to be arraigned. He's being held currently without bond. If convicted of first-degree murder, he could potentially face life in prison without the possibility of parole or even the death penalty.
Still no sign of a suspect in Saturday's mass shooting that killed 2 students at Brown University. Investigators have released new images of a second person who they say may know something about the gunman. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley gets local sentiment.
Their frustration is valid. I feel the same frustration, and my neighbors feel the same frustration. I'm in no way discounting that. I understand that.
A former FBI agent tells CBS News the shooter could still be in the area trying to evade police. Torrential rain in the Pacific Northwest has given way to damaging winds. They brought a giant tree down on Ashley Rowley's house in Spanaway, Washington. She wasn't there, but her 2 teenagers and the family's 7 dogs were.
He walks out of his room and he said that it just came through and he just didn't know what to do, so he went and got his sister. But they did carry each dog out one by one. They're a lot braver than me.
One man was killed when a tree fell on his home near the Idaho-Washington border while he was sleeping. Forbes has just released its annual list of the most valuable sports teams. Correspondent Michael Wallace takes a look.
There's no change at the top in 2025.
Touchdown, Dallas!
For a 10th straight year, the Dallas Cowboys are number 1, valued at $13 billion, followed by the Golden State Warriors at $11 billion, the New York Giants at $10.1 billion, the Los Angeles Lakers at $10 billion, and the New York Knicks at $9.75 billion.
Dow futures are up 76. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive. See why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive to stay protected on the road. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
Our country is held together by small businesses. That's a fact. It's also a fact that 9 out of 10 of those small businesses will fail. Why? Because it's hard. Really, really hard to build a profitable business from the ground up today. Pure Talk knows that. They started as a small American wireless company determined to keep their customer service in this country. It worked, and today Pure Talk is determined to help other small businesses prosper by offering them the same white glove service the big guys get. Same service, same 5G network at a truly affordable price. Pure Talk is focused on businesses that employ welders and roofers, electricians, plumbers, HVAC techs, the people who keep the lights on. If that sounds like your business, give Pure Talk Business a try and see just how much you could save. Dial pound 250, say micro, to switch to an American wireless company who understands the power of small business. Pure Talk.
Flying over the holidays?
If you're bringing presents on the plane, you should probably have them in gift bags or boxes that agents can inspect without messing up your gift wrapping. You can't carry on a bottle of wine or a wine opener.
Because of the knife, you have to put it in your check bag.
And he says people actually try to carry on pots and pans to cook with at their holiday destinations, but that's not okay either.
This is a prohibited item. More is about the weight. It cannot go in the carry-on bag.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
As we sift through our last pennies, mourners will pay tribute to the discontinued coins at the Lincoln Memorial this Saturday. The event lists former First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln as one of the hosts, since her husband's face does front the 1 cent piece. Organizers are encouraging funeral attendees to wear black Victorian clothing and veils. The first penny was minted in 1787. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
North Carolina's first news talk station. News Talk 640 WFNC. Just say, Alexa, play WFNC.
Now playing News Talk 640 WFNC.
Good Morning Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez. From the Ritchie Law Firm studio.
Ritchie Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
News Talk 640 WFNC.
Good morning, Carolina. Live from the Cumulus Broadcast Center here in Fayetteville. This is News Talk 640 WFNC and 103.5 HD2. Want to welcome you to the final hour of Good Morning Fayetteville. This is Thursday, December 18th. I'm Gilbert Baez, and on the other camera right there is Kenny Hitman McClain. Of course, we're broadcasting live here from our control room, Studio 1 and Studio 2, down here in Fayetteville on Facebook and also on YouTube that you really like.
Yeah, well, I just like to kick back and watch YouTube every now and then instead of regular television.
Well, now you can see yourself on it.
Okay.
Hey, we're calling for some showers today. Eventually, it will get up to about 60-something odd degrees.
Yeah.
Right now, 45 right now. It's not bad out there. Across the board in Anderson Creek, Fayetteville, and also at Fort Bragg. Headline news for you at this hour. The Lumbee tribe of Robinson County is just a presidential signature away from getting full federal recognition as a tribal nation. Authorities say a man convicted of child sex crime more than 20 years ago in Harney County has been indicted on 50 new child-related sex charges. Fayetteville police have arrested a habitual offender on multiple drug and weapon charges. Sweet Valley Ranch has awarded 7 Cumberland County organizations a total of $30,000 as part of its Gives Back program. And this is the big story right here. The Powerball jackpot has grown to $1.5 billion. That's because nobody picked all the right numbers last night. And that means Gilbert's going to win on Saturday. All those stories and more coming your way. But first, local news from CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. A child has died for the flu in western North Carolina, the first pediatric flu death of the year. Nationally, 280 children died from flu complications last season, the most since the 2009-10 H1N1 pandemic. Of those who died, 89% were not vaccinated. Half did not have an underlying medical condition. After more than 100 years, the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina is on the brink of securing federal recognition. The U.S. Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, and that includes the Lumbee Fairness Act. It now goes to the president for his signature. If he does sign it into law, it will make the Lumbee the largest tribe east of the Mississippi River. The U.S. Senate passed a spending bill to bring millions of dollars to Fort Bragg. The $901 billion National Defense Authorization Act sets aside almost $45 million. It'll pay for upgrades at Freedom Village, plus another $8 million for the Special Operations Forces Joint Intelligence Center. The bill is now heading to the president's desk. Fred and Anita Surgeon, the founders of Sweet Valley Ranch, are giving $30,000 in grants to 7 nonprofit organizations in Cumberland County. Every year they pick different nonprofits which address needs in the community, like youth programs and support for military families. Since 2021, the Surgeons and Sweet Valley Ranch have given away $300,000 to nonprofits in Cumberland County. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Good morning. Right now, traffic running a little slow on South Rayford over by the Westside Village Shopping Center. Also, where Rayford intersects with Cliffdale. That's about 20 miles an hour. Otherwise, the slowest school would be up Ireland and Douglas Byrd, those high schools and middle schools. That's all I see, Gilbert. Back to you.
Okay, we've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59, and Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, 45 degrees across the board. Fayetteville, Dunn, and also in Stedman. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services for safe delivery. Don't miss 50% off custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, that was easy.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2 WFNC.
News Talk 640. That music means Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah. All right. That felt good, a little jazz.
Yeah, who's that's not Kenny G, because have you ever seen Kenny G live?
I have not. But I love watching him play that thing. Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
But I'm just thinking, how many times No, I'm serious. I mean, he's a great guy.
Yep.
He really plays the heck out of the sax and whatever else he plays.
He was popular at one time, very popular.
Well, he's still popular. Guy.
Yeah.
You didn't know that he's an avid golfer also.
Oh.
I mean, he played on the amateur tour. He's got like in his house, like a driving range. I saw a little documentary on it.
So he'd whip you.
Yeah, he would whip me.
Whoa.
Yes, absolutely.
Gilbert Baez and that. Whoa. Okay.
Yes. I think he's a single-digit handicap guy.
All right.
Yeah, him and Steph Curry. I mean, these guys got nothing else to do. Their season's over. Then you go hit golf balls. You and I got to work. We can't get.
All right.
Hey.
Just joining us, that was the sounds of Gilbert impersonating. Kenny G. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, we got Dr. Jennifer Green coming in here. Maybe her last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the Greek was filling in for you because you were still sick last week.
Right.
And so I believe that's what she said. That
this is going to be it.
Maybe. Don't quote me on it.
Okay, well, I hope she's not bringing the nurse in to give you a thing because I forgot to text her.
That's right. We forgot to text. But yeah, I already had that done yesterday. I went and got my shots. But yeah.
What shot did you get?
I got my flu shot.
Right.
Which is the one I was kind of concerned about the most. And also a COVID shot.
Okay.
So we'll find out. If she did, I can't take another one, but maybe she has the RSV shot, which I want to know more about.
Yeah, well, she'll tell us about it when she gets here. But if she comes, let me say this: if she comes in toting a nurse, she's going to give you that shot in your Bundarun days. I'll tell you that much right now.
Well, if I could take another shot, I would.
Yeah, no. Now look, when we started this thing, you weren't up on camera, and we were talking about your neck brace.
Yes.
And it was pretty dramatic. You're on camera right now, so what's the deal? Let me put you on by yourself there.
Well, for those that are joining us, I had a rather traumatic accident with, well, I kind of tripped down the steps going down to the beach. But anyway, it's been a long time, Gilbert. It'll be Friday, 8 weeks. Still haven't heard from the guy who has to see me to release me. But from what I've read with good, reliable information, I'm supposed to be doing a little bit of rehabilitation, so I've decided to do it on my own. And so it's off.
Well, that looked painful.
Yeah, getting it off is something too. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. Thank you very much for zooming in on my collar going off.
And you've had that on for 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Yeah, that'd be 2 months. So, yeah, I'm supposed to be kind of like getting back to it. My head feels
It's kind of like rehab, I guess.
Yeah, and I think I'll probably go through rehab. We'll see what the doctor says when he calls me and says, "Hey, you've got an appointment. Come on in. I'll tell you how bad you are."
All right. Well, we got we got some good gifts coming in tomorrow as well. Lieutenant Colonel Lauren Sharpless is the Army Reserve Command. What was her title here? Tactical Fitness Arena champion. 42 years old, winning the 40-plus national title for the Tactical Games National Championship of 2024, and she finished second in 2025. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Lindsay in there concerned about your neck thing.
Well, I just explained. I'll get to you in a minute, Lindsay. But I'm taking. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not waiting on official rules to break it off, and I'm just rehabbing a little bit on my own.
Yeah, Kenny likes YouTube, so he'll go to YouTube for medical advice and things like that. He said, "Hey, I was watching YouTube, and they said take this thing off."
I'm looking forward to her coming in.
Yeah,
because she'll maybe have you drop and give you 20 or something, because she's very physical, right?
Yeah. Have you seen pictures of her?
No.
Oh, you haven't? You go to my Facebook page. I posted. Let me see. She got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make sure I have the pictures.
Okay.
So that we can bring them up while she's in here talking about what she had to do in order to win it in 2024 and come in second. So she'll be here tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing the colonel and talk about this. This is one of these good news stories that the command at Fort Bragg Reserve Command said, "Hey, are you interested in the good news story?" Of course we are. I mean, bad news, all I got to do is walk up to the yellow tape and take all the pictures. Good news story, I got to go through red tape. We got to have the student permission slip signed. Yeah, but it's got a 4.0. Yeah, but, it's a kid. All right, look, speaking, I'm going to let you get off the hook there.
Thank you.
And so...
Camera's off?
Yeah, camera's off on you. And I'm going to highlight a couple things here that we were talking about here in terms of our stories for WFNC. Authorities say a man convicted of a child sex crime more than 20 years ago in Harney County has been indicted on 50 new charges. 43-year-old Stephen Vest of Lillington was arrested by the Harney County Sheriff's Office on December 4th on child sex-related charges. Dr. Green, just come on in. I know how she does. She kind of slips in on us. Now, the charges include 27 counts of indecent liberties with a child, 15 counts of statutory rape with a child by an adult, and 4 counts of incest. Court record shows that he was released on December 5th on a $150,000 bond, and prosecutors now have filed a motion to set Vest's secured bond at $5 million. According to court records, a grand jury has indicted him on 60 child-related sex charges. We'll see how that all plays out. This is a story from Fayetteville as well. Fayetteville police have arrested a habitual offender on multiple drug and weapon charges. 26-year-old Matthew McQueen was picked up earlier this month without incident on an outstanding arrest warrant. And after that arrest, police used a search warrant to check his house on Tyrone Drive. The search resulted in the seizure of 2 firearms, one of which was stolen, a fentanyl and also marijuana. McQueen has been convicted of drug and weapons charges in 2021, 2022, 2023. Hike. I mean, I think that's habitual.
Yeah, you think, and you'd think, he'd been stopped by this time. I don't know. Well, you know how we feel about what's going on.
Well, we just talked about this with the judges yesterday, that who sets the thing. You can get people and you can put them in jail, but apparently he was released from prison in December of last year on probation. Mm-hmm. And here we go again. He's currently being held at the Cumberland County Detention Center. His bond set at $20,000. I also want to mention the Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week. The homicide investigation took place around 8 in the morning, March 10th, on Sapona Road in Fayetteville. When police arrived, they found 51-year-old Darden Rhodes of Missouri with multiple gunshot wounds. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. No signs of forced entry, so it could be that he knew who that was who let him in, and then they apparently killed him. If you have any information on this, it's the Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week here at WFNC. Give Crime Stoppers a call at 910-483-8477. You can do that and remain anonymous. Dr. Green, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We have you up on camera here. This is a podcast now.
Hello.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. You get a card. You get a card. You get a card.
There are so many cameras in here.
That's right. Let me bring you over here by yourself. There you are, right there. You're framed up very nicely. You've been listening to me read the news. And before we get to your stuff here, I see you don't have a nurse with you to bring Kenny a shot.
I don't. We weren't sure if he already had it or not.
Yes, I got it yesterday.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you. Thank
Good.
you.
I'm so glad. That's a great thing. As long as you've got it, we're happy about that.
I said you should have brought the nurse in and gave him a shot in his banderandes.
I don't think we can do that on the camera.
Yeah, you can. Shoot, ratings will shoot through the roof.
I'm not
Hold it steady, Kenny.
I can fix it up for you, Gilbert. Here you go.
Hold off on the moon here.
Gonna get us all in trouble.
This is a family show. Sit back down, Kenny. Put your bundled undies back in the chair. All right, look, before we get to all your stuff here, let me bring you back up on here. I want to see your response. There you are. The Powerball jackpot soared to $1.5 billion. Do you have a ticket?
I do not have a ticket.
Kind of operation right now.
I know.
Is this your last day?
Tomorrow.
But your last day here on the radio.
It's my last day here on the radio with you. I should have gotten a lottery ticket, I guess, in celebration. No, we're gonna miss you.
Well, so now tell everybody where you're going, what's going on here.
Yeah, we're going overseas. We are our family. Folks might be aware we're a military family. The county has named Heather Skeens, who is our current assistant county manager, as the interim health director. But graciously, the county is going to let me do some work in the background to help support the department. We have some pretty big projects coming up in 2026, including our health department accreditation. All of our local health departments in the state are required to be accredited, and it's our turn. And so we want to make sure the department has some support on some of our big initiatives that we've been working on. And so I'm grateful to the board and to both the Board of Commissioners and to our Board of Health for their support of our health department. And we've got a great team. And Heather has strong experience in Health and Human Services as a DSS director, Health and Human Services director. And so she's going to do an excellent job in making sure that the team is supported.
Okay. Now, if you're just joining us, we have Dr. Jennifer Green is leaving us. Can you give me some hand signs so we'd be going to something first and come back to her?
Yeah, we got a couple of things to take care of, and then we'll come back. Dr. Jennifer Green, and the traffic is clean on my map. So back to you, sir.
Okay, we've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59, and Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, thank you so much. Right now we've got 45 degrees across the board in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also in Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
Fayetteville's local news source. News Talk 640 WFNC. Say play WFNC wherever you get your audio.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
This is Nate over at Black Ops Paintball and Airsoft. We started working with John at Cumulus over a year ago. Since then, Black Ops has gotten phenomenal results. More people know about our birthday packages than ever before. More customers are saying that they first heard about us on the radio. Black Ops business has more than tripled since we started using radio advertising. I highly recommend using radio advertising to grow your small business.
It's big, it's huge, it's finally here. What you've been waiting for all year long. The year-end used cars super sale is on. Once a year, 1 week only, one exclusive sponsor location, and it's coming to Lumberton Honda. This is not a drill. For 1 week only, we're dropping prices like never before. Hundreds, yes, hundreds of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs are marked to move. Imports, domestics, late model Hondas, certified rides, gas savers, family haulers. If it has 4 wheels and it's on the lot, it is price to go. Bad credit, no credit. Our lenders are locked in and ready today. And bring that trade in, push it, pull it, tow it. We want it. And we'll give you top dollar for it. The year-end used car super sale. Coming to only one location, Lumberton Honda. Off exit 22 off I-95. Doors open early. Deals end Sunday. Hundreds of cars, insane savings. 1 week, one shot. Lumberton Honda, exit 22 off I-95. Offer with approved credit. Trade value must be determined with visual inspection. See dealer for complete details. Expires 1/5/2026.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people. But it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 31st, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
Dr. Green, you just start beaming when that song comes on. It's like your theme song.
It is. I didn't make up the theme song. I did not assign myself a theme song, just to be clear.
Well, that's Kenny Hitman McLean. He's an expert over there on
He
pulling up
is.
stuff, so we appreciate you.
He is.
Look, and for those of you who don't know, this is Dr. Green's last time on WFNC because you are moving on with your military family.
That's right.
Are you able to disclose where you're going, or is it top secret?
We'll make it top secret, but we are going overseas, and so we're excited about the new opportunity. It's a great opportunity for our family, but of course we're gonna miss Fayetteville. It's hard to believe we've been on this show almost 6 years every Thursday, and so we know people listen and hear and tune in, and we appreciate being able to come and just provide really critical updates for what's going on.
Do you get feedback when you get back? Say, I heard you on the radio talking about so-and-so, and then they want clarification or something?
I do. Every now and then I'll hear somebody will go, you're Jennifer Green, and I'll say, yes. and then they say, we heard you on the radio, and you were talking about vaccines, or you were talking about COVID, or whatever we were talking about that day, and so that means people are listening and paying attention, and we appreciate that because that gives us another platform and avenue to get messages out about public health to the community.
Well, print this up here. Unfortunately for you, this is your last day, but your first day on the podcast where people can actually see you.
It is. I've never been on it. Well,
Mm-hmm.
have I been on a podcast? I think I've been on 1 or 2 podcasts before, but this is it's very different being on podcasts. So.
Well, you're doing a fine job, and you were just during the break, and I always tell Kenny we get a lot of information during the break while the commercials are playing. The state health department has issued some important stuff that we need to be aware of.
Yeah. So yesterday, the state health department issued 3, I think, pretty important press releases we want people to pay attention to, and so you can go on the state health department website, ncdhhs.gov, to look at those. But they were about hepatitis be our flu and then a measles exposure. So not a measles case, but a measles exposure in Wake County. So we'll start at the bottom there. That measles exposure, there's an outbreak going on currently in South Carolina. And, measles doesn't know county borders or state borders. So there's a traveler that was going through the airport in Wake County. And so the state health department is asking people to monitor if you traveled the 9th or the 10th through that airport, to be aware and to monitor yourself for symptoms. This reiterates for us that it's really important that people get vaccinated for measles. It's not some distant thing in Texas, or it's not a distant thing that's in, some other state. Measles is extremely contagious, and it can linger in the air for quite a while. So if somebody is exposed, especially at an airport, that means a lot of high exposure. So we want people to monitor. All that information is in our press release, is in the state health department's press release, and it's they're looking for people that travel. I'm going to read it. That traveled in Terminal 2 between 4 and 8 a.m. on Wednesday, December the 10th. They should be monitoring themselves until January the 1st.
It's pretty interesting that you can be that specific about when you need to be concerned. How can you be so specific about that?
That is our great epidemiology teams that do that work. So whenever we have a case, or a county has a case, people will be familiar with this word from COVID, contact tracing. And that includes getting an interview of exactly where that person has been, when they were there, what time they were in each of those locations. We don't do that for every communicable disease, but we do that for things like measles because it is so contagious. And so once we do that contact tracing, if it was a public exposure where members of the public that we cannot identify are exposed, we do typically there's a press release that comes out.
And now there's a measles concern along the border of North Carolina and South Carolina?
So some of those states that are just over the North Carolina border in South Carolina or some of those counties are experiencing measles outbreaks. And that's been going on for a couple of months. And so we know that just because somebody lives in South Carolina, they may work and live in North Carolina, or they may be traveling to see family and friends, especially around this holiday season. So it's important that people are aware so that they can protect themselves. And again, that best way of protection is to get everybody over the age of 1 should be up to date on their measles vaccines. If you're not sure, actually our state health department has an immunity checker on their website, and you can go and look and see if you are most likely protected from measles. And so we want to make sure that people are doing that so that we are prepared, especially as we're going into this holiday season.
And here we are, holiday season, people are going to be traveling, folks are going to be coming in. Talk about the concerns there.
So one of the things that we're concerned about is flu. All of our respiratory viruses are seeing a little bit of a slight uptick, COVID and RSV, but our flu cases are surging. So that was that second press release we talked about that went out yesterday. The state health department is reporting the first pediatric death, not in Cumberland County, but in one of our North Carolina counties. And we've had at least 10 adult deaths due to flu. And so these are deaths that could be preventable. And so we want people to be able to get their flu vaccine. This is a great time to get it. We're getting ready to get on planes and trains and traveling in cars and hugging babies and grandmas. And we want to be able to protect not just yourself, but those that are around you, especially those that are in those vulnerable populations. So getting your flu vaccine, everybody 6 months and older, we want to be able to get their flu vaccine. And both for that measles and that flu, you can do that at the health department every Monday through Friday.
The fact that folks are getting ready to travel, this is an extended period of time where we're going to see, people moving from state to state. You've always said when you come in here, we're just an airline flight away from an outbreak of measles. Talk about that a little bit of concern there.
Yeah, I think it used to be that we were, if we go all the way back to the 1919 pandemic, we weren't really thinking about people traveling on an airplane. But now, when we do contact tracing, the first thing we ask people is, have you traveled recently? Because we know that if you've traveled, that means that we're going to have to contact sometimes another state. Sometimes we've contacted other countries to say, this person's been exposed and we need to know where they were and when they were there. And then sometimes if they're on a plane, we get a flight manifest and we say who was sitting next to you so we can notify that person if there's any action that person needs to take so that we don't continue the spread. So that's what we saw with COVID. It spread so quickly because people traveled so much more often than we used to.
Well, who's the most vulnerable here? It's pretty obvious, I guess.
Yeah, we're always thinking about our older adults, 65 and older. We're thinking about our babies. Some of our babies, of course, are too young to get vaccinated. And so those are our vulnerable groups, but also those that might be immune compromised, that aren't able to take a vaccine because their immune systems are suppressed. And so when we think about it, getting a vaccine is not just an individual act, right? It's a community act. We're helping to protect those that are around us and to build lots of immunity and community and kind of build a force for those that can't get vaccinated. And so we want people and parents to be having those conversations with their healthcare providers, with their family, with their friends, so that we can make sure everybody in the community is safe.
If you're just joining us, you're out of luck because this is the last appearance of Dr. Jennifer Green, the public health director here in Cumberland County. You've done a fantastic job. You came on board. They handed you a fire in terms of COVID.
I did not bring the fire, to be clear. I just want to know
no.
I did not bring the fire.
We were good till you got here.
I did not bring the fire.
No, but I tell you, you and the state health director were guiding lights in terms of just keeping us sane through. People were dying.
Yeah,
I was hospitalized for 9 days with the COVID, and it was a very serious time for us that we've all lived through. We haven't seen something like that in 100 years.
100 years.
Yeah.
And the thing that we think about and we talk about in public health when we're in our public health friend circle is that it's not a matter of if we're going to have another pandemic, it is when we're going to have another pandemic. And so our job at the health department is to make sure that we're prepared for whatever that might be. If we have a measles outbreak, if we have an outbreak of some unknown virus, we want to make sure that our community is prepared. And so we appreciate that and hope that the public sees us as a trusted voice for that, and know that we're going to stand up and be ready to serve the community, whether I'm in the seat or not. We have a great team that is ready to, and trust me, we plan an exercise. Our team did a measles exercise. We call it a tabletop exercise. We did a measles exercise just a week or so ago with our staff, just to make sure we're trained and ready. If we get that phone call, whether it's at 4 o'clock on a Friday or 6 a.m. on a Sunday, our team is ready to go.
All right, Dr. Green, we appreciate you. So your replacement is going to be Heather Skeens?
That's right.
Is she Dr. Heather Skeens?
She's not a physician or PhD, but she's got a wealth of knowledge and experience. I know you all probably have seen her in some county commission meetings and maybe know her voice or her name from our county government meetings, but she's a great addition to our health department team. Again, she's got experience working in Gilbert County and has been back in Cumberland for a couple of years now, and actually started in Cumberland as a DSS director. So, and part of our leadership team at DSS. So she's a great addition, and we're so glad to have her at the health department. And then we have a great team of our leadership team. Our deputy health director, Tamara Morris, has been on the show before, and when I've been out. And so you'll see her voice and name too, to kind of help lead the department.
All right, lastly here, before we let you go, does your husband have a type job that could bring him back to Fort Bragg?
We hope so. I keep telling people, as they say, everybody comes back to Bragg, and so that's our hope and our plan, that we'll be back here in Cumberland County in Fayetteville in just a short little bit of time. All right, well, look, be safe during the holiday season. Thank you so much for what you've done for our community for all this time. And you didn't even have to give Kenny a shot in his bundarundas today. I was hoping that they were going to let me do the vaccines, but, they said I couldn't do that. But, no, we really appreciate you giving us time every single week. I mean, we know there's lots of people that would love to be in this chair, and we appreciate that you've been able to do that.
You hear your background music? To you. Put your name underneath you one last time there.
Oh, it looks so great. Thank you. Man, it has been such a pleasure.
All right, you're listening to News Talk 640 for WFNC. Kenny, you got right now traffic, or are you...
Right now, everything's looking good. Here's your local news from CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. A child has died from the flu in western North Carolina, the first pediatric flu death of the year. Nationally, 280 children died from flu complications last season, the most since the 2009-10 H1N1 pandemic. Of those who died, 89% were not vaccinated. Half did not have an underlying medical condition. After more than 100 years, the Lumbee tribe of North Carolina is on the brink of securing federal recognition. The U.S. Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, and that includes the Lumbee Fairness Act. It now goes to the president for his signature. If he does sign it into law, it will make the Lumbee the largest tribe east of the Mississippi River. The U.S. Senate passed a spending bill to bring millions of dollars to Fort Bragg. The $901 billion National Defense Authorization Act sets aside almost $45 million. It'll pay for upgrades at Freedom Village, plus another $8 million for the Special Operations Forces Joint Intelligence Center. The bill is now heading to the president's desk. Fred and Anita Surgeon, the founders of Sweet Valley Ranch, are giving $30,000 in grants to 7 nonprofit organizations in Cumberland County. Every year they pick different nonprofits which address needs in the community, like youth programs and support for military families. Since 2021, the Surgeons and Sweet Valley Ranch have given away $300,000 to nonprofits in Cumberland County. From the CBS 17 Newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59, and Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, thank you. Right now we've got 45 degrees across the board in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also in Bun Level. You're listening to News Talk 640 for WFNC.
This report is sponsored by O'Keefe's Working Hands Hand Cream.
Listen, if rubbing your hands together sounds like this, you need O'Keefe's Working Hands Hand Cream. It instantly relieves extremely dry, cracked hands. O'Keefe's, look for the green package.
Fayetteville's first in news and information for 4 decades. News Talk 640 WFNC. Say play WFNC wherever you get your audio.
Hello?
Hi, it's Jeff at Big Bank. Did you want to talk about your retirement plan?
Nah, not anymore. I got the real deal from CoachPeteAcademy.com.
Excuse me?
Coach Pete D'Arruda, America's Wealth and Income Coach. He gave me a bunch of free classes and tips, and basically, I don't even need Big Bank anymore. I got lifetime income now.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it was all free. He even gave me a free book.
Free? Oh, wow. What was the name of that website again?
Free retirement planning for the people. Available now at CoachPeteAcademy.com.
U.S. soccer. Reality says the odds are stacked against us. To think our U.S. men's national team can ever raise the world's biggest trophy. Be the first soccer team to beat them at football. Never. But here's the thing about us. Refusing to accept reality is kind of our thing. Being unrealistic, that's not a flaw. It's a force. It's fuel. Because if you want to be great and make history, never chase reality. Join U.S. Soccer Insiders today and be part of the journey.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people. But it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now, and MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare's been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. Begin the deadline is December 31st, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody. Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was.
I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/radio for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez. On WFNC. News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads. WFNC.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
All right.
See me kind of harmonizing in there.
What do you say we get down to?
Well, we're down to it.
Here we go.
We got.
You ain't nothing but a You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Yes, there I know. You been wagging your tail, but I ain't gonna be you know.
All right. Heads are going to roll here. We got Bebby Smith in here. Miss Sarah's in here. And thanks to the Greek last week, I'm down to one bone. What was he?
We were all eating them. He was sharing treats abound.
I had one.
How many dogs did you have in here last week?
Well, we had one, plus me, plus him. And I'm kidding.
I had a whole box.
We ate the whole box.
Well, we all
I
found
did.
out they're pretty darn good.
These are These are Snicker bars.
Scooby Snacks.
Snoopy Snacks.
Hey,
Look how pretty.
Come here.
Isn't she beautiful?
What's her name?
Well, we're going to date myself because Sarah didn't know who I was, and if we sing, because it's Libby, Libby, Libby on the label, label. You will like it on the table, table. Because it's Libby, Libby, Libby on the label, label. This is Miss Libby, and she's beautiful.
Libby.
Look at Lipster. Libby, go over there. Here, take her here. Libby, look here. Over there, look, Libby, look.
I got her right there. That's okay. She's fine.
One more here, and you got to go over to Gilbert. Oh, geez, dog.
Oh, they took your arrow off. We gotta watch it. Oh, well,
She's not afraid of a treat now.
But that's
She
okay.
loves it. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Come here, Libby.
That beautiful
Libby.
girl. Look at her.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's having a good time today. 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
But look how sweet. She's very sweet. So don't think if she's grabbing guys that she's not sweet. She's
No.
just excited about her food. I get like that sometimes. It's called being hangry. Hangry.
Well, Bebby Smith and Miss Sarah, you folks are with the Animal Protection Society of Fayetteville.
Yes, sir.
And you come every Thursday with a poochie or something. Came in with a cat one time. That worked. Sarah wanted to bring a snake or a hamster. I said, don't do it.
We don't have snakes
We don't
and hamsters and cats.
You know, we had a lady one time that called and I answered the phone and she asked if we'd take her guinea pig.
We got
Do
Visit.
what?
I sent her to you. Sent her to you guys.
We got Visit County.
Look at that dog right there. How much is the doggy in the window?
That dog is, I don't think she's
Priceless.
sponsored. She's priceless, exactly. But for adoption fees, as we spoke of before, some of our dogs are sponsored for the Christmas holidays.
Pull that mic down on your face there, because you're on Facebook Live now.
Sorry.
And you got the mic coming out of your nose like a Pinocchio.
But we have some dogs that are sponsored, and they are FREE, but they were not FREE for everyone.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
sponsored that pup, but it's usually $200 to adopt a dog. That includes everything. That includes spading, neutering, microchip, all their shots, and a clean bill of health before they go home. And usually if you go to the vet with a new dog, it's going to cost you $600 to $800 easy. I can't walk out of there without $200, I think, and that's just a checkup, kind of like going to Target. If you walk out with under $200, like, yes, I made a day.
Now, what's the story behind Libby?
What I know about Libby is she is a rescue from Cumberland County. I know that she's sweet. I know that she's very vocal. I was listening to some music. We were listening to Tiny Dancer in the car, and she sang right along with it, knew all the lyrics. I felt like I was in that movie Almost Famous. She kind of looks like Kate Hudson. We had a great time together. But she, honestly, I don't think she's a big thrill master about the car. I have 2 dogs that love the car, 1 dog that does not, and she fits the bill of not liking the car. She whined a lot in the car, but she did sit very nicely. She laid flat in the car until we got here. Now, when we were here, I told her Gilbert was in here.
And then she came running. She came running.
Just like lightning. And look at that face.
She's an aspiring journalist.
She looks like a model to me.
My job is in jeopardy.
Tyra Libby Banks.
Come here. Hey, Libby.
She's gorgeous.
No, seriously. I mean, to bring this up here.
Look at her tell you.
I had a whole box of milk, what you call these Snickers, don't you?
Snickers. At least I got some more stuff in here. Hold on, Libster.
Kenny, what do you call? What do you say the vet says these are?
Scooby snacks.
Scooby snacks.
What is?
Scooby snacks.
Scooby. Okay.
Scooby Doo.
We drove in our mystery machine this morning.
Cheekies, Wilma.
Okay.
I don't have any more treaties. She's
That's
gonna
right.
get mad.
I have one
okay,
here.
Good. Why don't we
But you
split
know,
it in half?
Here, you give it to her over there.
Split it between the two.
No. Look, this
okay,
is,
Libby, sit down, pretty
as
girl.
small as this is.
Oh my goodness!
She
Look
sat
at this
right down.
beautiful. Yep, sit, calm, nice. Eat nicely. Eat it nicely.
Oh,
That was good, wasn't it?
Here,
Look
here.
at those ears.
You give her that one too.
You don't want to give. Maybe if I do it like this.
Oh yeah.
There,
Look.
look. There we go.
There you go. That's what it is.
That's a better way to do it, an open palm. You are so beautiful. Her ears, the brown.
Now, how big will that dog get to be?
She's the biggest she's going to be. She's 4 years old. This is it.
That's it.
Unless she starts eating a lot of Scooby snacks, we might get a little wider. But we're talking about height. We're at its
What
thing.
is she?
She's a lab mix, we're saying, and gosh, you never know. I mean, you could do a DNA, and she could be completely different of what we're saying. We do a guesstimate on what they are. She looks labbish to me. What does she look like to you?
She looks like a little white Sherman Shepherd.
I thought, okay.
There's probably some shepherd.
We
in
had a
there.
white shepherd. I was just telling her named Sandy, and that's who she reminds me of. So I see the lab, I see the
The
shepherd.
coloring on her ears is what tells me that.
Yeah.
Here's a sad story for me. When I was a kid, I had a white German Shepherd named Cloud. And I took the dog for a walk. I had to be about 10 years old. And I was in Philadelphia, taking the dog down to the Diamond Street Park, and the dog keeled over and started foaming at the mouth. I was devastated as a child.
Oh, my gosh.
And I didn't know what was going on. I
What
thought
happened?
I was a mad dog. That's what I'm a mad dog. And so I ran home to get my dad. And when we got back, Cloud was gone. I think somebody may have tried to poison her. And
She was gone like she left, or she
was
had
gone
died?
like I never saw her.
Was it a
Yeah.
hot day?
Are you
Was she
kidding?
running?
Huh?
It sounds like a cardiac event to me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, foaming at the mouth was,
Yeah.
Rabies?
whenever you
Nah.
somebody said
I know.
A
foaming
lot
at
of
the
times
mouth
people
of a
see-
dog, I said mad dog is what I
Yeah.
thought.
I foamed at the mouth, and I didn't have
Same.
rabies.
It's more from dehydration, honestly. We're gonna skip over Beppy, but no, that's generally. A lot of times people see dogs out, and it looks like they're foaming at the mouth. They're dehydrated, or they just drank a lot of water.
Now, Miss Sarah, that I have on camera right now, is working with Cumberland Animal, not Protect, the Cumberland County Animal Services. Used to be the dog pound.
Elaine didn't like that.
I know.
I
And
will.
I didn't either, and I
I
agree
will
with
stomp on the next person who calls it the pound.
Yes.
On their toe.
Animal control isn't
Yeah.
even either.
All right.
I mean, that works.
I'm getting looks from my producer that we're out of time.
Gosh, this went fast
No,
today.
sir. No, sir. We got a couple of minutes.
Okay, good.
I was suggesting you get a little closer to the mic. I know you're having fun with the
You
dog.
want me to speak up?
No, I was talking to Gilbert.
Oh, Gilbert.
We're good. Go ahead.
No, my mic should be fine. Those mics need to be turned down.
She is welcome.
That's the issue over there.
Matter.
4, 5, 6, because I'm the same. These people are
Come
new.
here.
All right.
She is a mean one. Look how sweet.
Yeah, we're fine.
Now, let's say that she does shed. I will go ahead and, that's a disclosure. When they do shed, you will get hair on you. I did wear black, so you'll look at my sleeve. But a lot of people that have cats, they shed, it doesn't bother them.
Get you a
It's like a
Furminator
tattoo
brush.
that's not
You're
forever.
good.
You don't have to go to the tattoo parlor for it. You just get it automatically when you hang out with them. But she is just such a gorgeous dog, and I think she would be a great fit for a family.
All right, well, do this here. Tell us exactly where do people have to go in order to find her, because y'all are kind of hidden away.
We are hidden away. We are on Bragg Boulevard. If you're coming from downtown and you pass the McDonald's on Sycamore Dairy, we're about 1/8 of a mile on the left. You continue past, you'll see a big blue sign that says Fayetteville Animal Protection Society. Continue past, there's 2 little lefts. The second left, do a U-E, come back up, take a right before the sign, and we have a very long driveway. You'll see our parking lot on the right. Park in there. Come on in, meet Chelsea, meet Will, meet all the wonderful people that work there, and ask if you can take a tour of our shelter, or ask if you can just meet Libby, or if you see any of the other pups or kitties on any of our social media sites, come on in and meet them, because they really need a friend right now. It's Christmas time.
All right, nice Christmas present for you. Becky Smith, we appreciate you.
Thank
Miss
you
Sarah,
so very
thank
much.
You. We thank you for what you do for our animals in our community. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
Today will be mostly cloudy with a high of 67, with rain arriving by the afternoon. Overnight will be rainy with a few thunderstorms and a low of 59, and Friday will have some rain in the morning. We will then turn mostly sunny with a high of 65. Once the rain ends, Friday morning will also be a breezy one. The front will leave Saturday just a little cooler, but Sunday temperatures will climb back into the 60s. That's your favorite forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, we've got 50 degrees in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and also in Godwin. You're listening to News Talk 640 with WFNC.
This report is sponsored by O'Keefe's Working Hands Hand Cream.
That number on your dash says it's freezing, and your dry winter hands, they agree. O'Keefe's Working Hands, the hand cream in the green package, instantly relieves dry, cracked skin. Winter's tough, but your hands don't have to be. O'Keefe's Working Hands.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly and ribbons and bows and festive flowers, poinsettias in red, white, and hot pink, shiny ornaments, breathtaking wreaths, and more. Why decorate your home with the same decorations your neighbors already bought at the big box store? Start with something special from Owens Florist. Find them at 811 Hope Mills Road or online at owensflorist.com. For the perfect holiday gift, send something fresh and beautiful from Owens Florist. Only from Owens. owensflorist.com.
Want to make the holidays even more special? Give the gift of honey-baked ham to your employees or clients this year. It's a beautiful and distinctive gift that's guaranteed to make the moment memorable. Order your gift from either location, Fayetteville or Aberdeen. Honey-baked ham.
6 locations, 30 years of experience, convenience, thoroughness, clinical excellence. No one does it better than Nelson Chiropractic Centers. Hi, I'm Dr. Nelson at Nelson Chiropractic Centers. Since day one, we've been committed to our community. Know that when you choose Nelson Chiropractic Centers, a portion of those dollars goes right back to the community. Most recently, we've rebuilt the program at 71st Baseball. We've supported girls softball, the NC Challengers. We've supported Donnell Wolford's Veteran Bowling Day. We've supported boys traveling A baseball, the Savages, and Freedom Christian Girls Softball, just to name a few. For 30 years, we've been student athletes' first choice, volunteering and treating kids of Cumberland, Lee, Robeson, and Harnett County for free. Nelson Chiropractic Center, we don't just say we care for you, we prove it in everything we do. Truly working overtime to make a difference in our community. Now take it away, Debbie.
Nelson and Nelson Chiropractic Center. We care for you.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope.
Whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons, he knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Baez on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2.
Well. The dog is gone.
The doggy came over to see me. Oh, what a beautiful little pup. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so
Yes.
snowy.
That's
white,
okay.
with a little brat. Oh, my goodness.
In about 15 seconds, we're going to be at the top of the hour, and at that
All right.
point, we are going to have national news, and we will see you back here tomorrow for Friday.
Serving Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and the entire Cape Fear region. This is News Talk 640 WFNC Fayetteville and WRCQ HD2 Dunn, a Cumulus Media Station.